All right, members of the jury, I have discussed your note with the attorneys. You have asked the following, and I'm going to read it, okay? And I've labeled it jury note number 1. We would like to see body cam dash hunt landfill videos. Questions. 1. Any information on Tim's previous visits to hospital? And then another part of that. Did they have any drug panels ran for OTC drugs? 2. Did they subpoena the dump? 3. Why did the detectives not run a plate report on Mr. True's wife's car? If I've not read this question correctly, please raise your hand. Okay. What I'm going to do is we'll show you the videos that you've requested. You can watch them as many times as you like. You can move if you want to get closer to the screen if you want. Just let me know. But before we do that, I'm going to try to answer your questions to the extent I'm legally able to. We're a court of law, so we follow rules, so I can only do what I'm legally able to do. The first question, which looks like it has a couple different parts to it, any information on Tim's previous visits to hospital? Did they have any drug panels ran for over-the-counter drugs? The only way I can answer that is that all the medical information that is contained in evidence is in the medical records that we have already given to you. There is no other information available on that in evidence. 2, did they subpoena the dump? The answer to that question is not in evidence, so I cannot answer it for you. Your decision must be based only on the evidence presented in the trial in the law that I have given to you. 3, why did the detectives not run a plate report on Mr. Chu's wife's car? Ladies and gentlemen, it will be up to you to use your recollection as to what the detective testified about regarding Mr. True's vehicle. Please play the body cam of Hunt.
We called in because my other half haven't seen since late Thursday night when we went to bed. He didn't show up for work yesterday. They've called, they've texted. Everybody's called and texted.
Pause.
We don't actually live here. This is his...
Pause. Sorry.
Is there anything at certain points in the video that we can ask that pause the video?
Yes, sir. Thank you. What I would say is if you want to pause, please raise your hand. Now, none of us are IT experts, so we'll try to get back. But you can, if we pause the wrong place, just let us know. You can watch as many times as you want, okay? Do you want to go forward from here?
Yeah, what we're looking for is just a closer image of his.
Well, hold on. Just let me raise your hand when you say pause, okay? Okay, thank you. And don't tell me why you want to pause there. Just say pause.
That's right.
Can you remove the display for a second, Your Honor,
Yeah,
please?
that's fine. We're having problems with the display. It shouldn't even be on there. You ready?
Okay, Your Honor.
We called in because my other half haven't
Pause,
seen
pause.
since late Thursday.
Pause. Do you want us to go back? You want to leave it there or you want to go back a little bit?
Get there. Can we see it closer?
You want it expanded?
Yes, please.
Okay. I say just go to slideshow from the beginning. Can you do that? I think the problem is it's on here, it's smaller, that's not taking up the whole TV.
I understand the problem is I can't pause it through that display mode. Can you take it off for 1 second again, Judge? Let me try
that's
something.
fine.
changing the display mode, Your Honor, to see if I can get it to pause while it's playing.
Okay. Unfortunately, we can't use the software engineer to get that done. You want me to call the IT department to assist you?
If you can just give me 1 second, Your Honor, I
Sure.
apologize.
That's okay.
Judge, if we could watch the landfill video first, what's happening is when I play it and I try to pause it, it advances just to the next slide. I can't pause it internally with this method.
Okay. Well,
What I can do is I can get an external drive, take the disk in evidence and pause and play it and pause it that way.
okay. All right, so.
But we can start, if you want to start with the landfill video. I can do
We'll
that.
start with the landfill video. And apparently you can still go and get a drive. Let me know when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
But we can also, if you want, I can play it straight through. Why don't we do that too? You want to just play it through? Let's start with the landfill one, and then we'll play that straight through depending on when she gets back, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because the landfill one's not long.
Okay.
Pause.
Can we see that part again as it starts to take off?
Yeah, let's just, yeah, okay, we can play it again. And if you want to stand closer, you can. And you can also stand close to that screen right there. That's actually ground level. If you want. Or we got the other half, there's still more of it. Here's the other part.
Your Honor, if you could take it off of presenter view, I can then play the body cam. Thank you. Okay, Your Honor.
It's off, somehow it's sticking.
Judge, there was a hand raised from the juror.
Yeah, I'm trying to deal with this first, but yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
yes,
Could I
sir,
submit a question to you
in writing,
in writing?
has to be in writing. Put it back on? For some reason it's sticking, the image is sticking.
We called in because my other half haven't seen since late Thursday night when we went to bed.
I tried it earlier, Your Honor.
Okay. Can I, do you want to pause very early in, is that correct? Okay. Jurors indicated they want to pause very early into the video.
Of course, this computer does not have the same port as the other one. I apologize, Your Honor. If we could take it off of display, Madam Judge. Thank you. Okay, all right, I think this hopefully will work.
Please pause it just a few seconds into it. We have no sound.
Because I had my sound turned off during court, Your Honor.
Called in because my other half
Okay, stop. Go.
since late Thursday night when we went to bed. He didn't show up for work yesterday. They've called, they've texted. Everybody's called and texted. We don't actually live here. This is his secondary apartment that he uses for his massage studio and other stuff. But his Jeep's been here, the girl's now saying, for almost 2 to 3 days. It hasn't moved, and we can't get a hold of him. We've called, y'all did a wellness check yesterday. They couldn't go in because I don't have a key, so they told me to get a hold of the landlord. He actually has a key.
Okay.
But they told us not to go in, since I'm not legally on the lease or
Right.
anything.
Okay.
So,
What's his name?
Timothy Floyd Smith. But it's not like him because normally he's the executive director at the Brookdale Shambrel Prank Castle, so he's very responsible about it. You know, that's his job. He does everything.
5631.
Okay, 631.
And that's his white.
Go ahead and start medics this way. Yeah. What is it, C?
Yep. Yeah.
Reference. Sheriff's.
Yes, sir. Want to pause?
Yeah, could we skip to when they communicate again after the officer?
Just when the officer comes out. Okay. It's an imprecise process, but I think I'll have to. All right.
Cancel medics. Signal 7.
10-4, signal 7.
Okay. So he's in there. He's not okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, they would have been here last night if I hadn't given out the wrong phone number. I didn't give them Jack's phone number for the landlord because I have it in as Jack in Ocala with an L. So I thought it was Jack for landlord, and it's Jack of AA that we saw at our retreat. And I gave him that number, and he called me this morning and said, Herbie, I'm not Jack's landlord, so why are you calling me? And I'm like, oh my God, I said. So I've been scrolling through it. It took me 45 minutes to find his number, and I had to find it via text. I've got to call Kevin. Kevin's the only.
When's the last time you saw him?
I went to bed on Thursday night, and I go to bed about 9:30. He finishes doing his medication. I would say about 11 I heard him get up, but that's not uncommon because he gets up and he'll go do Facebook posting for this stuff called Thrive, and he'll just relax and stuff, but I assumed he was still home, to be honest with you. I got up my regular time, 4:40. I went straight to the gym like I normally do, the Planet Fitness. I came home very quietly because if he's asleep, I try not to wake him because he doesn't have to be to work until 8 or 9. So I went in, took my shower. I left with my work trailer to go to work. I got back because I picked up all the materials, and before I went to the villages, I figured I'd stop back by the house because I had forgot to get a change of clothes. So I stopped back by the house real quick. I went in, the bed was unmade, he wasn't in the
You're saying
house.
stop by the house, not here.
No, my house, because we
Where's
don't live
that
here.
at?
We live at 5388 Southeast 26th Court is our physical house. This is just his
Gotcha.
massage office, our playroom and stuff like that, because that's what this was set up for, so that way we could host parties occasionally, because we have a 20-year-old daughter and he didn't want to do it at home. And so when I went home, this was out of the garage on Thursday morning before 8. This was not there, so I don't know when he left. And he wasn't there. So I went on to work, and at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I got a phone call from Tammy Warner at Brookdale and said that they have not seen Tim or heard from him. They've been texting all day. So that's when I told her about the apartment.
What time was that?
That was at around 4.
PM?
Yeah. So then I drove over here. I saw the Jeep here, so I knocked on the door and everything. And no answer, no nothing. I called the sheriff's department, and they told me not to go in since I'm not on the lease. So I went on and did that.
What? 4 o'clock. Let me interrupt you. 4 o'clock yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And you haven't seen him since Thursday?
Well, since I went to bed, because once I go to
Right.
sleep, I don't hear anything because I take a couple of sleeping pills and
Gotcha.
stuff. Because
So Thursday he was at the house on 26th Court.
yep,
Thursday morning.
he was not. Because when I went back there,
You're
it was,
talking about, you mean Friday morning?
well, yeah, Friday. Sorry,
Okay.
Friday morning. Sorry, Friday morning. Yeah, getting
Okay.
confused because just kind of, yeah, Friday morning,
Okay.
which would have been yesterday morning. And
Well-
then this morning I've texted him several times. We've had everybody calling and texting him all day and everything.
What kind of, he usually has his phone? What kind of phone is it?
He has the same phone I do, except for the case is clear. It's a Samsung. And he also has a work phone. That I don't know the number to because that's a Brookdale phone. That's,
What's his phone number?
It's 352-283-2372.
You don't have his work number?
No, Tammy Warner's going to come by, so she would have it. That's something that we don't call on his work phone because it's a Brookdale phone, and everything I'd call for would be personal, so that's just the way we've always been for 15 years.
What was your name?
I'm Herbert, H-E-R-B-E-R-T, Swilley, S-W-I-L-L-E-Y.
What's your birthday?
It's 02/02/1968. We are legally married.
What's your phone number?
352-283-2372.
And what was your name?
Jack Scharf. It's 14 letters. S-C-H-A-R-F, S-C-H again, W-E-R-D-T.
What's your birthday?
8/11/63.
And phone number?
352-438.
And you don't live here, you're just a landlord?
Yeah, I own it, but yeah, I live across town.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a good address for you?
My home address?
Yeah.
4041. 34479.
These little pads are so hard to write on. Alright, so our major crimes detectives will probably have to come out and take over the investigation.
They're all
Standard procedures.
stay out here then.
Yeah, they're going to need to talk to you. They're going to ask you pretty much the same questions I asked, but they might ask a few more.
I know. My dad's a retired deputy sheriff from Washington County. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how come I knew that I had to do certain steps because
Yeah.
I had done it once where I had a tenant that was mine and I went into the apartment and I almost ended up in jail for because they weren't there.
Yeah.
And I ended up having to go in. They found out, and it's like, it's just, it's a very tough area to be in.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out until they get here, so if you
I'll
have any
stay
questions or
here. I'll
anything.
just stay here. Then I'm gonna call I'm gonna call my sponsor and stuff.
Okay.
He's my best friend too.
Okay. But we
I
have
have some-
our advocates that are available if you need someone to talk to about resources that are available and everything. I can have one of them come out and talk to you if you'd like.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Because this will be difficult. 'Cause
Yeah.
we have a daughter too, and
I got you. Yeah.
so
I'm gonna pull my car up right.
that's fine. That's why I pulled over here. And I didn't bring my truck. I knew it'd be.
Yeah.
I have a trailer and everything.
Oh, okay.
Anyone want to watch it again? No? So your lunch is here now, so we'll give you your lunch and we'll go from there, okay?
There are 2 body cams. The jury doesn't want to see the second one.
What's the second one from which?
The same deputy?
Yes, it was.
Apparently there's 2 of them. Do you want to watch both?
I want to see this. I want.
Okay, well, we'll play the other one. They're both in evidence?
Yes, sir.
This place, is that why you didn't have a key?
This is not a primary residence.
No, I mean,
No, I have a key, but my daughter thinks he took it off the key ring at the beginning of the week because when he goes and plays, he wants the key, so that way
Okay.
he's not over here using it. So I have a key, but I think it's with his stuff here.
okay.
Because when he goes and plays during the week, he takes the key
Gotcha.
because he doesn't want me interrupting. And his thing to me tells me I'm doing a massage. So I know what it means and I let it go, and you know, at least the daughter thinks he may have taken the key off the key ring. Otherwise, I lost him because they're supposed to be on a key ring like this. Yeah, it's supposed to be on this, and this piece is not in my key. So this whole assembly on my other truck key, this is gone with my 2 keys. So, but she doesn't know for sure. She just thinks he may have gotten it, or I may have lost it.
If there's 3 of them missing, it's
Yeah, but
like something to
took
me.
the whole assembly. And that would have been, that'd have been like Tuesday. Because we don't use keys for the house. We have digital remotes for everything. And we have power gate openers and stuff, so I wouldn't even know where to look for my house key to find it. Somewhere in one of the drawers, I do know that. Because that's what we've done with them.
How often does he come over here and does he stay the night? Does he
No.
never
That's the
stays the
thing,
night?
He never stays the night. Well, he's only stayed 2 nights that I know of. That's it.
How long? Like,
2 nights were, one was a couple of weeks ago, and then one was right after we finished the place. He stayed 1 night that I know of.
so in the last month he stayed 2 nights.
Yeah. I'd say in the last month easily. But he never leaves like very many clothes here. He only leaves the
What was he wearing last time you saw him?
a pair of blue jeans. I don't remember the shirt. I know it's an Affliction shirt probably. It's either that or an American Eagle, I can't remember. And he usually wears either boots or Hey Dudes. And since it was in the evening, I knew he'd be getting ready for bed, so he'd be changing into something else. But then at that point, he would wear like fitness type pants at night to sleep in, and just a t-shirt. But when he walks around the house and everything, or anywhere he walks, he won't walk barefooted.
Do you know of anyone else that came over here that?
I don't know who they are when he brings anybody over or anything like that. They're all on his either Adam for Adam account or his Grinder, Growler, stuff like that is what he uses. Same thing I have. I was over here last Saturday with somebody that I know, and he didn't want to play or anything, so Tim went and did a motorcycle ride. So I was over here last Saturday, and that's how when I knew I had my key, because I was over here last Saturday during the day.
What's is it his daughter?
It's my daughter.
Your daughter? What's her name? Does she live with y'all?
Yes.
What's her name?
Jordan. Jordan. Swilley. Swilley.
What's her birthday?
May 11th. And she should be right now. I'm not sure how many hours she's working
We
at
won't
her
be
new
calling
job.
her.
Yes, ma'am.
No, she quit Lorito's. She got tired of Lorito's because somebody offered her some marijuana and some pot and stuff, and she just was tired of all that drama in her restaurant because she doesn't.
And you
do
said
that.
he didn't use anything?
You know, we both quit drinking and stuff. Like I said, I've got 3 years, January 5th. He's got it August 13th. Would have been 3 years.
Okay.
I mean, so it's past 3 years now. Yeah, because it was the 2019 in August when he decided to quit drinking, and then I quit after that
Okay.
because we were drinking way too much.
I got you. Is the keys to the Jeep on a lanyard or anything?
They're usually in a black bag that he keeps on his shoulder, and it just goes in there because it works on a fob. He doesn't keep them in his pocket.
Okay. So he just holds the bag and pushes the button.
Well, he holds the bag and he just touches it, and
Yeah.
I can tell you now, he won't even keep a key in his pocket hardly at all. He barely keeps them at work in his pocket. He puts them down on the desk. That's one of the things that always bugged me. It's like when we go places, you can carry your key.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. You carry the black bag. Always has a black bag that has everything in it.
Okay.
And I know for a fact his gun is not in the black bag because it's sitting on the dresser at the house.
Okay.
That I know for a fact.
Alrighty.
Me and the daughter came over, knocked on the door last night. I took that gun out because that was my gun.
So the Jeep was unlocked?
No, the Jeep was locked. I came last night with my key. I have a set of keys at home for it.
Gotcha.
I just didn't bring them now because
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. But we came last night just because Candy made a point to me, not you. Friend Candy said, she says, do you have a gun in the Jeep or anything? I said, yeah. She said, well, you shouldn't leave it there unsecured because it's in your name. So we came by last night. We even beat on the door after the officer just to see if we could get a hold of it one more time, and we got nothing. But I put that gun on the dining room table just so it wasn't here.
What time were y'all here?
It was probably around 9-ish.
Okay.
Or actually, it had to be before 9. Because I know we got back home just before 9.
Okay.
So I can probably kind of give you a better time.
No, that's fine. I just approximate. That's fine.
Sometimes I know where I was at and who I was calling at the time. Is how I do.
Oh, I got you. No, that's fine.
Thank you. Begin deliberations again. All right, we'll be adjourned. Is there something else?